Hey guys, so this is gonna be up late because, you know, I got home from work early today specifically to do this video, and what did I not do? This video. I'm really terrible at doing my video at the right time, yeah. So this week we are talking about things that we don't talk about very often that we enjoy. So I'm gonna talk about animals because even though I love animals, I don't really talk about animals much, whether it be my animals or the animals in the world that I love more than any other animal in the entire world. So let's talk about those things because I love talking about those things. My current animal zoo, it's a zoo, let's just be real. I've got a dog, golden retriever named Cosmo. I have a cat named Corvette, as well as my parents have a cat named Cobalt. I have 4 leopard geckos, Van, Langley, Surrey, and Haro. I almost did it in order of how I got all of my lizards, but that's the order of how I got my leopard geckos. Van was first, then Langley, then Surrey, then Haro, and then I also have a crescent gecko named Denali, which is the one I almost said. I got that one a little bit before I got Haro. I've had Haro for over a year, so I haven't gotten a new animal in over a year now, so I'm pretty proud of myself. And I also have an American bullfrog named Nodley. Some of those names should seem somewhat familiar, so my leopard geckos all have a theme of Vancouver, but I also kind of threw a Gundam thing in with Haro as well, as you may know. But Van is short for Vancouver, and then Langley and Surrey are both suburbs of Vancouver, and then Haro is actually a street in Vancouver, but also happens to be a very cute robot character in the series of Gundam, in a few different Gundam series. Nodley is a Gundam in Gundam 00, and then Denali is a very famous mountain in Alaska. All of them kind of have reasons why their names are their names. Corvette's reason is actually my sister named her. She was originally my sister's cat, and when they got her, she wanted to name her after a muscle car, and the very next muscle car she saw was a Corvette. Cosmo was actually kind of a joke. The name Cosmo was a joke. So my mom and I were trying to figure out what I was going to name my golden retriever when I got him. If I were going to get a girl, the name would have been Brooklyn, because we were kind of trying to go with a city theme. So we started naming off different cities, specifically New York, like the New York boroughs, which is why Brooklyn became a thing. And I just didn't like anything that worked. So my mom was like, Bronx. And I'm like, well, that's a great name, but not really for a golden retriever. It's for like a big dog, mastiff of some kind. And then, you know, we went to Manhattan, which we could shorten to Manny, but I didn't like that. Queens wasn't a good name. So I went Metropolitan, couldn't shorten that. And then mom jokingly went Cosmopolitan, which is a drink that both my mom and I like. And I went Cosmo. And we both kind of just looked at each other and we went, Cosmo. So Cosmo's name actually comes from an alcoholic beverage that I drank last night. It's actually very, very true, and so I don't know, it was kind of a fun little thing. So I've got this idea of if I got another golden retriever, I've already picked out a name for another golden retriever if I got one, and it would keep on with the, you know, alcoholic theme. I am so very much Karen Walker from Will and Grace. I really should have my wine over here and just take a sip of it. It's over there. I miss it. So as far as the animals in the world, I have 4 favorite animals. I cannot choose between any of these particular animals. And I don't know, I can't choose which one is actually my favorite. I go back and forth pretty frequently. So the Timberwolf is one of my absolute favorite animals in the entire world. Lions, specifically the ones from Ethiopia with the black manes, those ones are my personal favorite as far as lions are concerned. Orcas, which have always been my favorite ever since Free Willy. I actually sponsor an orca in the wild out off of the coast of Washington. His name is Mystic and I love him. He's my baby. So actually, let's add Mystic to the list of my zoo, even though he doesn't live inside the house. And then the African elephant, specifically the African elephant, I find them to be incredibly majestic looking creatures, and they are beautiful and I love them. But I kind of find Asian elephants to be kind of ugly. That's terrible for me to say. They are incredible creatures, and I adore all of God's creatures. This is why I free spiders instead of kill them. And the only reason I ever free spiders is if they are in the places that they are not allowed, like my bed or my shower. That's about it. My sink. I'll free them because that's dangerous for them. But, oh hey, speaking of spiders in my sink, not even joking. Come take a look.
What are you doing in there, Spitter? I might have to free you, Spitter. What are you doing in there, Spitter?
Sorry about that, Dylan. I should have told you to look away. So yeah, I am a big tree hugger when it comes to animals. I don't like the death of any animal unless it is meant to sustain life. That's why a lot of people ask me, why are you not vegetarian if you love animals as much as you do? And it's because meat is something that humans are supposed to be eating and should be eating. And so I eat meat because it helps sustain my life. But I don't kill animals for pleasure, for sport, or anything other than sustaining my life, or if I were ever to be in physical danger. I would kill an animal if I needed to, if it were going to kill me. I would definitely kill an animal to save my own life. But yeah, it's just not something I talk about very often. I don't think people realize just how passionate I am about animals. And I don't even think the four of you know just how passionate I am about animals. You might. But yeah, animals are some of my favorite things in the entire world. I'll see you guys next week, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Say hi, Suri.
Pretty sure she hates me.